What's going on, guys? So just here to give you a little update on the Sprinter van build. We got a little bit of accomplished this week. Today I started working on the shower and stuff like that. I started working on the DC to DC charger, which allows the battery in the back to be charged by the alternator. So that'll give me the 3 ways to charge my batteries when I'm ready to. So I'll have the solar. I'll be able to plug into a house outlet if I wanted to, or I'll be able to charge it off the alternator of my sprinter van. I also installed some lights in the back doors, so that way when I open up I'll be able to have some light on the outside, and then I'll also have some light where the garage area is underneath the bed, which if I have to go down there and get some stuff or work on something electrical or anything like that, I'll have some light down there and I don't have to use a flashlight all the time. So those are the couple things that I've got done for the week, and tomorrow I plan on finishing up the shower, hopefully, at least for the most part. I don't want to set everything in stone yet because I still have to work out some kinks and details and stuff, so I want to be able to just have that kind of loose fitted and just be ready to go when I'm ready to finish it. So I got to run the DC wire underneath and behind that wall right there to get to the battery that I'm gonna run it off of, and then got to run the PEX, and my shower head should be here tomorrow. So I already have the faucet and I'm ready to install that. Just got to do the shower head and everything like that should be ready to go. Let me show you guys what I have completed so far. Alright guys, it's a little bit of a mess right now. Just kind of working out of the van and all that good stuff like that. Alright, I forgot to mention, I did get the fuse box hooked up, the DC and the AC side, and I did install one of these doohickeys. It has 2 USB ports there, 3 amps charging, which is great for 2 of them. And then I also have a 12-volt plug right there, so when I have to like pump up my paddle board, that right there should come in handy pretty nicely. So I got my fuses here all hooked up. I got my AC circuit breakers here, and then I got the fuse blocks right here. So I have 4 of them. I think I have the lights, and I have both DCs hooked up to a fuse, and then I have the water pump ready to go whenever I'm ready to install it. I'm gonna put that back on. So I moved the solar controller out here, and it's got its own circuit breaker. Right now I just have this bungee cord. But back here I have the 200 amp hour battery. I have space for 1 more at least. Then if I need another one, I'll have to move it or figure something out. I got my bus bars, then I got the master cut switch, and then I have circuit breakers for the fuse box, which is 150 amps I believe, and then I have like a 275 amp one for 250 amp one for the inverter charger, which I have programmed, and there's the Bluetooth dongle for that. So I did go with the Victron Energy Multi Plus 3000 watts inverter charger, and I can hook it up through Bluetooth, and I can turn it on, the inverter on or the charger on, or I can turn them both on at the same time. So right now these wires are just kind of hanging there, not set in stone just yet. Only some of those are hooked up, but that right there is fully functional. I tested an outlet up there. The outlet works great. No problems whatsoever. I did plug it up to the house. The house plugs work great, so it charges the battery as well. And then I also have the solar panels, which are charging right now, and we are pulling only 0.09 amps because my batteries are full. So when they get to almost full, it just slows down, so it doesn't need to pull as much. But if I had the inverter on, which I was using today to run power tools, which was great, the solar panel kept up just fine with that. So I do have the DC to DC charger here. I did get the Renogy 40 amp charger. I didn't want to go with the 60 and push my alternator too much, so I just kind of went with the 40, and I got that all set up with the dip switches over here, set up for the lithium ion battery. Now I got the thick cable. I believe that's 6 gauge, maybe it's 8 gauge. But I got that going, run all the way up to the house battery, which is basically your alternator, and then I have the ignition switch up there as well that turns us on whenever I turn my vehicle on. So the water pump and water heater will go back here. I'll have a shelf, and then there will be like tool storage and all that good stuff like that. I'll have my mountain bike, and I'll have my stand-up paddleboard inflatable ready to go. I still got to do around the windows and stuff like that. This isn't all screwed in or anything. It's all just dry fitted, and just to make sure it all works just fine. So whenever I get ready to do around the windows, I can take this down and work on that. But I did have to cut the mattress a couple inches. This is a full-size mattress I got from Walmart with the memory foam and stuff like that. Cut about 4 inches off of it, and it fits real nice. So that is the back part. Let me show you the front. Alright, so up here in front, I'm not sure from last week if I had it in yet, but I got a passenger seat. I had to drive down to South Carolina to get the pedestal and the seat, because this was the old FedEx one that had the jumper seat, and I had to get rid of that because I wanted to open this up a little bit and be able to eventually be able to turn that around so I can use that as a seat in here. And then I'm going to put the heater down there, which I already have in the garage. I just got to find some time to hook that up whenever I'm ready. And here's the shower so far. Nothing's screwed in just yet. I have some temporary screws that are holding the skins onto the frame, but other than that, I can take that off and put in my pecs and all that good stuff like that. I did go with the Rec Pro sliding shower door, which is nice, but you just got to be very careful with installing it because there's these tabs on the doors that'll break super easily. But everything's just kind of temporarily fit. That'll be my sink, which I'm thinking about putting right beside that, so I can have all the water stuff right there on the side. And I'm also going to put an outdoor water spigot back there with the quick connect. Let me show you how this door works real quick. Alright, what's up guys? So this is the Rec Pro shower door. I think there's like another brand out there, I'm not sure who makes it, but this is the one I found on Amazon, so I went with it. And it's pretty good. You just pull it out, and it closes on this door latch here. There's like a hook and stuff like that. So you're ready to take a shower, and then when you're done, you just undo that and then it retracts. So far, I think it'll be real good. It's not temporarily put in, that's why it's loose a little bit. So I just kind of want to dry fit everything, make sure everything's good to go before everything's permanently attached. I still got to run the shower head and the shower spigot, and then I still got to run the drain down to the gray tank. Then I'll have my sink. So this will be the 18-inch depth cabinets. So this is 24 inches deep, and I was going to put this back by the bed, but I didn't want to have this so much room sticking out with me trying to get up on the bed, so I had to change the plans and move this up toward the seat, which is kind of perfect because it's just about the same width as the seat when it comes out. So I feel like it takes up less room, and it feels like it's more open in here with this up here instead of back there. Because when I have cabinets on both sides over there, you really don't want I don't think you want the 24 inches out so far. It's really going to feel claustrophobic, and that's the last thing I want when I'm living out of the van. So let me show you the plans for the van on the inside, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so this is from the front of the van looking to the back. That's the bed and the frame and all that good stuff. Right here I'm going to have probably the refrigerator and the probably the microwave possibly, and the cooktop, probably all just kind of like lined up like that on that side. I'm not sure exactly. I might even put the sink over there, but I'm not 100% sure on that, because I've seen people put the sink on this last cabinet over here and be able to use like the hose and stuff outside, which would be kind of nice, but I'm already gonna have an outside spigot over there, so I'm not sure if that's actually necessary. So I figured I might put the stovetop toward the door, that way I'll have some ventilation over there. If not, I have a ventilation fan right there which can be used. I also have the DC to DC plug up here, sorry, the outlet, and the switches, so I can hook up my water pump and any other DC outlet or switches to here. And also have a couple more I have a couple more phone plugs or phone USB ports and a meter, and then another 12 volt outlet there, and then I will have a 120 volt outlet here, and all that's gonna be hooked into this cabinet by the door. That way I'll be able to like open the door, turn on the switches and stuff. Oh, and I have my light here, so this is my dimmer switch for my light, so that'll be kind of nice to have right by the door. I might have at least that by the door with the 120 volt by the door, and then I may put that up by the cabinet somewhere, where it's a little bit easier to access, as far as the water pump switch by the sink or something like that, which would be nice. Other than that, I believe tomorrow I'm going to put the polywall. I'm gonna line the inside of the shower with polywall, and that's kind of like a vinyl, white vinyl that I will use contact cement with, and line that up so it waterproofs it and stuff like that. And then after I'm done with that, I can go ahead and put the corner pieces and caulk it all up, and then screw all the framing and stuff, and then I have to run the pecs and stuff up the wall and the shower head and the shower faucet. So I might get all that done tomorrow, that way I can start working on the cabinets over here, or I might start working on the upper cabinets. I'm not exactly sure just yet, but I have some wood in the garage that is ready to go for whatever I have next. Other than that, I believe that is the update for this week, guys. So let me know in the comment section if you guys have any suggestions, or if you guys like what I'm doing so far, and just I'll keep you guys updated later on, and hopefully I'll have a lot more done next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.